the Group 3!
In this video, we will explore the communication barriers that can hinder the effective and understanding between people. But what is communication barrier?
Communication barriers is the obstacle or challenges that can hinder the effective communication between individuals or groups.
They can arise in various forms and settings, making it difficult for people to convey their thoughts, feelings, ideas, or information clearly and accurately to one another.
There are 4 types of communication barriers. There are physical barriers, psychological barriers, cultural, and linguistic barriers.
We will give you examples that shows how the barriers occurs and will give you a tips on how to avoid communication barriers.
The first type of communication barrier is cultural barriers.
안녕하세요.
Good morning, Shaina. It's great to have you here.
Good morning.
Is everything okay, Shaina? Did I do something wrong?
Ani, in Korea, it's customary to bow when greeting as a sign of respect. I just wanted to show my respect to you.
I see. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. But here in the US, handshake are the usual way we greet each other in business meeting.
I understand. I'll keep that in mind for our future interactions.
Thank you. Let's have a seat so that we can start to discuss about our business.
Okay.
In this scenario, a cultural difference arises when Shaina, following Korean customs, bows as a sign of respect. Meanwhile, Precious, adhering to American norms, offers a handshake. The initial awkwardness is resolved through open communication, as both individuals explain their respective customs and show understanding for each other's cultural practices.
Cultural awareness. Take the time to learn about and understand the culture of the person or group you are interacting with.
Ask for feedback. Encourage open communication by asking others if they are comfortable with your communication style or if there are any cultural concerns. Let's move on the second communication barriers, linguistic barriers.
Hi Ariane, magandang araw!
Magandang araw sa inyo. Hindi kayo, pasok kayo.
Maayong adlaw.
Ariane, ang sinabi niya ay magandang araw.
Salamat, Precious. Ganon din sa'yo.
Narito nga pala kami upang bumisita.
Hali kayo, magkape tayo dito. Anong kape niyo, Joy? Lalo kapag sinasawsaw mo yung tinapay. Ito, Precious, try mo.
Dili ko man kayo balang musulti o Tagalog.
Precious, ako ang mag-translate sa iyo ba? Makigstirya lang o binisaya.
In this example, Joy acts as a translator between Precious and Ariane to bridge the linguistic barrier. While Ariane primarily speaks Tagalog and doesn't know Cebuano, her friends find a way to communicate through a shared language.
Use common languages. Identify and use common languages that all parties can understand.
Ask for clarification. Encourage participants to ask questions for clarification if they do not understand something.
Physical barriers is the third type of communication barriers. This assignment is really hard. I'm having a hard time understanding this lesson.
I understand what you mean. The teacher's explanation was so intensive.
And this noise, I can't concentrate.
Tell me about it. It's impossible to think with all this noise in our surroundings. Maybe we should move to a quieter place for some peace and quiet.
Good idea. Let's study there so we can focus and get our work done.
In the example, the situation involves students trying to study together in a noisy place, which is a typical challenge faced by many students. The noise and their surroundings acts as a physical barriers to their effective communication and concentration. By recognizing the issue and suggesting a solution, the students adapt to the situation and create a more appropriate environment for their study session.
Choose appropriate settings. When planning meetings or gatherings, select venues that are easy to communicate. Avoid noisy or distracting environments. Seek alternative locations. If you find yourself in a noisy place, consider moving to a quieter area to continue your conversation effectively.
The last communication barrier is psychological barriers.
Ariane! Later, I am going to buy materials for our project in oral code. Do you want to come with me? Hey, Ariane. Hello?
Oh, what's the matter?
I said I'm going to buy materials for our project in oral code. Do you want to come with me?
In this example, Ariane is preoccupied with her own thoughts from the encounter with classmates. She appears distracted when Jasmine, her classmate, invites her to join a project related to biomaterials, initially lost in her thoughts. Ariane eventually shifts her focus back to the present conversation when Jasmine tried getting her attention.
Focus on what the sender is telling you. Don't think about what happened in the past few minutes when you're not sure what really happened. And it's better to ask the people who are talking than to think about something that will affect your communication with other people.
Active listening.
When someone calls your name or initiates a conversation, make a conscious effort to shift your focus from your thoughts to the speaker.